explanation, and that is why I'm here today. I am somebody who always give people opportunity to clear whatever that is standing before them. This is one of my profession. I don't like people to be intimidated. I don't like people to be embarrassed or to be harassed. If you are accusing me of something, it is my right to invite you to point out those things you are accusing, or to point out your anger with kind of proof, or with kind of, let me not just say proof, with kind of conviction. You want to convince me that I am not doing this thing right. This is the places my lapses is showing. I say, come. And a Twitter X, what do you call it? The space of program of IPOB regional affair every Sunday. A Biafran came there by the name Divine. He came to the space, leaving the topic on ground to discuss on that very space, went directly to accuse IPOB on a space that we abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And when he was asked, are you an IPOB member? He said yes, he is IPOB member. But these people never know how IPOB operate. Then when it is time to question him with proof of his activities since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was reduction to Nigeria, with his activities, he ran away. And today, I made a post making a decree on those who want to sell out Biafra, on those who their wickedness and intention is to cash out and betray the restoration of Biafra, because they have seen the green light that the result is about to come. They have risen their ugly face, trying to cash out by every means to sell away Biafra by presenting negative or by presenting falsehood against the IPOB Biafra movement. And this fellow who just created Facebook within the Facebook is, I think, is about 2 weeks old. And this Facebook is by name Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Savior. That's the name of the Facebook. And the person came into the post that doesn't have any linkage of any kind of regards or talks towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or anybody. What I made there is decree, general decree for those who feel that they want to cash out and betray everybody. And he came to that broadcast and start accusing IPOB again, start accusing leadership of IPOB again. I noticed that this has been the character of autopilot, because they are criminals. When you want to draw these criminals in this very agitation out, make a decree of a prayer that they know that this prayer is hitting them, you see them coming out from their hiding. You know, word of decree sometimes, those who are offender or those who are practicing what you decree, the word will seem like a stone. You know, when you carry a stone and just hit somebody on his head, boy, the person won't take it lightly with you. The person won't take it lightly with you. Because the person know that you have hitting the point, exactly what they are doing. And this person came there, immediately start accusing. I see people responding to him. I responded to him. I took my time, keep on responding, keep on responding, keep on responding, keep on responding, to the point I have to block him. When I noticed that the Facebook he is using is only 50 followers. 50 followers. I say, maybe these are one of those who want to use our page to grow their own page. Because the 50 followers, immediately they were responding to him. Within 1 hour, his page grew to 76 followers. Immediately I block him. Immediately I block him. Immediately. Because this has been their strategy. Most of them, this is how Nigeria government lecture them. If they open this Facebook newly and they want that Facebook to be recognized, they ask them to go and attack. They will attach Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name and use it to attack IPOB. They know that IPOB media personnel will come to respond to them. So many people who does not know that empty page will start going there to respond to them. This is exactly what they want. So they will use it to create awareness. So I removed it. That's why the reason why I blocked him. The reason why I blocked him was I realized that he want to use my page to grow his page. I blocked him immediately. Because I wouldn't want in a situation where he will go and say he asked Lion Man question, then Lion Man block him. I didn't block him. I blocked him purposely because I know his motive and where he is heading to. He cannot use Biafra agitation, try to draw attention in order way to recognize his Facebook and monetize his Facebook. Because this is all what they do. All what they are looking for is money. They are not looking for Biafra. They are not agitating. What they are targeting is how they are going to make money, either by defrauding those who are genuinely in Biafra agitation, or they find a way to get their Facebook recognized and monetize that Facebook. So I noticed this, and that's why I started blocking them, especially those that open their Facebook newly. I always block them. If those that people that Facebook is up to 15,000, 20,000, I leave them. But those ones with new account, I always block them. Another way to cripple them. So, let me start from one point here. The accusers of Ipob worldwide and her leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being betrayed by Ipob. Now, let me go back to 2021. Emana say, onye na-amaghị ebe mmiri bidoro mabe, aga ama ebe mmiri ga-akwụsị. And asị na onye na-anọghị ebe a nọ lie ozu, asị ya bọọ ozu, o jee sitara ọkpa bọba. You know, word of falsehood travels so fast and it ends at the wrong destination. It doesn't end well. But word of truth travels so slow. At the end of the day, it will get to the destination in which everybody will be waiting for. And that point of where everybody is waiting is the reality. That is the power of reality. And the power of reality is in line with the truth. Now, for those of this particular the group of these charlatans, I call them charlatans, who always use this word. IPOB is not doing anything to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, let us start from how did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get into Nigeria state hand, and who should be in position to give IPOB the cord. Do you know what is called cord? Cord is rope. You can call it rope, but cord is always stronger than rope. Who should be in position to throw a cord to IPOB to hold? In other way, to drag Mazi out from where he's being found himself in the midst of problem. Who is in position to do that? This should be the question of everybody. The person who is in position to do that is the person who knew where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was. The person who is in position to throw that cord to IPOB to hold to drag Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out from the trouble is the person who had the knowledge that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is staying in Kenya. Not any other person. And who is that person? Is it the members of DOS that knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is staying in Kenya? The answer here is no. Then the question here is, who is that knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were staying in Kenya? His brothers. His brothers. Then did his brothers throw the cord to IPOB where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu belong, where he is leading millions of souls as a leader? Did you give IPOB the cord to hold, to draw him out from the pit? I mean, the brothers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who knew where he was. The answer is no. You denied IPOB and her leadership the alarm that needed to be blown. You denied them alarm. You switched off the alarm, knowing fully well that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were in trouble, but you deliberately switched off the alarm that could have blown. All IPOB worldwide will hear about the sound and rush down to the scene where this alarm has been blown. But his brothers, I want everybody to take pen and paper today and write this thing I'm bringing out, so that anytime these accusers of this, I call them deliberately blackmailers, whenever they come to you, so that you sit them down, have a positive discussion with them in regards of their own mindset. The brothers were in position to give us the alarm, to blow the alarm for us to hear, but then deliberately switch off the alarm. And when they switch off that alarm, what was in their mind? This is the question we should be asking them. What exactly was in their mind by switching off that alarm? This I cannot answer, because I don't want to allege anybody. This question, I am just dropping it for Biafrans to use it to confront them whenever they come with their blackmail. Then another thing I'm going to bring out again. So remember that their brothers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brothers, were in position to give us, to blow the alarm, but then deliberately switch off the alarm. So now we want to hear the reason why they switched that off alarm. for Biafrans not to have the knowledge of what is going on with the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then this is the first. When the news broke out, I mean, for those, I am still treating the paragraph 1. That's why I'm still in this program. Now, when the news broke out by one junior lawyer in Nigeria, that was where the news came up from. Let me teach you now. The news didn't come out on what do you call it, mainstream media. No, it came out from one junior lawyer. I forget the lawyer. The person is a Yoruba person. When he on his camera and said that he saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had been arrested. Then immediately after that, lawyer broke that news on his platform. Then after 3 hours, Nigerian mainstream media carried the news. But that man was the first person who said, which everybody doubted him. Everybody said, no, it's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you see. All the comment I was seeing there is, you're a liar, you're a liar. Where did they see Mazi? Where did they see Mazi? Then after 3 hours, the news now came through the mainstream media, Nigeria. Now, when that happened, what was the reaction of the brothers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He already knew that their brother is already in danger somewhere. What was their reaction? They couldn't even call the leadership of Ipob. It was the leadership of Ipob who put call on them. What are we hearing? I thought you said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to mountain to pray. The news we are hearing, is it truth? He said, yes, it's true. Are you aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested? He said it's not something to discuss now. Then after 3 days, a woman from US by the name Nnamdi start pointing hand on innocent men and women in the US, saying that she knew that they are going to sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they have done it. And somebody just be one by one. Do you know why I want to draft out today? Who is the enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is the lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That is what I want to bring out today to the public. I want to drop after me. I will not be the one to judge, but I am being the one to do to explain exactly what took place. Then you people will be the one to now sincerely tell yourself, is IPOB and the leadership is the enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or these people, what I have explained, then you draw your judgment. Then a woman from US by the name Nnamdi start accusing innocent men, innocent women of being behind those who hand over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria government. But somebody who know in and out of how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went there did not immediately come on air. If that person is sincerely did not want to betray Biafrans, listen to me. This is the attitude of betrayers. If that person sincerely did not want to betray Biafra, according to their own claim, This person did not come to quench the fire that was on, or the anger that the woman in US already has possessed in the minds of the people of Biafra. This person did not come out and say, no, 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 don't do this. Look at what happened to my brother. Look at what happened. This person did what? This person kept quiet until the rain and the havoc of allegation, of accusation were going wide. Then what this person was concerned about was to position himself. Immediately he went and wear IPOB Biafra symbol barret on his head and start dishing order. So why I'm saying this thing is the attitude of this person shows love, sincere love to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want to mention them. Or does he show a betrayal to the movement? I want to know. Then this is the paragraph 1. Okay. Second paragraph. The accuser claimed that Ipob and her leadership is not doing anything to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since 2021. Now let me go back to that area. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been already in the hands of Nigeria government. But Stephen Ejiofor, as IPOB lawyer and the lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at that time, spoke to the leadership. And leadership sent him to go and see his client. That he is the only one that has the right now to see his client. And but Stephen Ejiofor make first attempt. Access was denied. He makes second attempt. Access was denied. Going to a month, access was denied. Have you people forgotten it so easily? Getting to a month, access was denied. Then the leadership went back to their drawing board and said, how are we sure that this man is still alive? This one access has been denied, access denied, access denied. Is there anything they are hiding? And there is no other way you will know if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive or dead. In their wisdom, I call I said something one certain time. I said, whoever that brought that idea must be a genius. That person is blessed with wisdom. Then DOS came up with idea. And that idea was, let us initiate Monday sit at home. They didn't say forever sit at home until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. Because these are the men and women who is living in a civil society, in a civilized society, where you must allow people to go through pain to show their formidability or to show their patriotism to the society. You must bring a kind of policy that will be a little bit lighter to their body. They came up with Monday sit at home. They say, they announce Monday sit at home until they even give the reason. They say, this shall continue until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being brought out. For the Biafrans to know. Go back to that announcement of that sit at home. It was stated there very clearly. This is to ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is still alive. So that means The sit at home was not a decree. It was a temporary strategy, in other words, to bring something out from where that thing is hiding. And immediately that it was initiated, every Biafrans back home, businessmen and women, farmers, and workers voluntarily obey the idea of solution. Then the politicians now start talking. It immediately that thing was initiated. That was when our politicians came out and start talking. Then access was created for Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor to go and see. And Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor went and saw and confirmed and came out and said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alive and healthy. But the only problem he is facing is his ear because of beating he received in Kenya. He said it openly. Then the same DOS sent him again. Say, next time you are going there to ask him some questions. We want to know a real thing that happened. We want to know the real thing that took place. Which Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor went there. And the message that was handed over to Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was, ask him who and who was aware that he was in Kenya. And which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told the lawyers, my brothers, they were aware. Some women in US, they are aware. But this is the woman who denied being aware of the location of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you connecting something now? This is the people. And their voice was so loud. So if you say this thing, you will know that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those who betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, betray it were very calculative. They were calculatively betrayed him. They prepare ahead of time. Who bought the ticket? That was when they now start telling they were, but somebody was raising alarm. Nobody were able, not the person who even bought the ticket that Mazi Nnamdi cannot travel with it. Not even the person that come out. Nenanya was, not even Nenanya that came out and said, stop. I am aware of this. Nenanya kept silent. Kanu kept silent. The women in US who know the location of Mazi Nnamdi kept silent. IPOB is not doing anything to free Mazi Nnamdi, but the IPOB is doing something now to find out what really happened. Is this not an effort? Are you going to venture into something that you don't know the genesis, what took place and what happened? Is it not the time the leadership started to know what played, and immediately they start adjusting themselves? Because even at that, this leadership were still open. Their forum were still open with this woman. And one of the women who know who bought the ticket questioned Mazi Chikedozie. Did he aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Kenya? And Mazi Chikedozie answered the question very directly. I am not aware. The same woman asked again, as HOD, you claim you are not aware. what is their relationship with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And he replied, what do you mean? My relationship with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I am here for IPOB movement for Biafra freedom. I don't have any other attached relationship. Rather, I can discuss something which all are here for, which is Biafra restoration. And the woman asked, how does it sound that you don't know where your leader went to, as somebody in his accent that you are the people? He said, I don't know. Do you want me to claim that I know out of shame? I don't know. But this is the same woman who is throwing this question, is the woman who know who bought the ticket where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu traveled. Are you connecting the dot? I hope everybody is connecting the dot now. Because if something is not done and somebody explain it, people will keep on carrying the force. You know, even when some people they know the truth, they will keep on trying because out of hatred of this, maybe this person, they hate this person or something like that. Then if you calculate all this scenario, you will begin to find out that yes, these people who is accusing IPOB and her leadership are the people, really people who are dealing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's the second paragraph. Now, IPOB and the lawyer of IPOB, in the name of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and in the name of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and son Mike Ozekome, established case with Nigeria government in regards of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Remember, these people were, this particular son and Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor were in a good relationship with the leadership. They enter meeting, then discuss. They always have meeting, I think every week. Then, these people. Then, after their meeting, they were, because in the DOS, we have law practitioners, we have legal practitioners there, we have police officers there. I'm not talking local police officers in Nigeria, untrained police. I'm talking about foreign police officers. They are there. Army officers are there. Not the people with even lower rank. They have experience of government. They iron things out. They establish the case. And they won the case under the IPOB umbrella. Are you listening to me now? Under the IPOB umbrella. That was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case was won. Then case was won, and Nigeria as government disagreed for the victory and block the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They did not block, Nigeria government did not cancel the victory of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they blocked his freedom. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was holding his paper of clearance of victory. The charge and acquitted. Go and ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's reachable now. Go and ask him. And the son Mike Ozekome keep on preaching, telling Nigeria to obey the law, to obey the constitution. This is exactly the stage where they are. Obey this constitution. Obey this secured. Obey this secured case. Then what happened? The same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brothers, who was aware of what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, established blackmail against San Michael Zokome, who they do not know his personality. These people does not know this man. This man does not related anywhere to them. What brought this man was the pity and the love he had for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Igbo race. Which this man said it. That was what brought this man into the case. Then from nowhere, it's like somebody who don't know where I lie down. You don't even know anything about me. This is why I am surprised sometimes when our people is blackmailing people on media. I say, did this person know this person? No. It's like one day I was telling Mazi Keke, I said, did these people know you? Did they know who you? Did they know who you are? Did they know your family? He laughed, and he know why I asked him that thing. And these are the something that many people have landed themselves into trouble. You are insulting somebody who you don't even know his background. You don't know capacity of what that person can do. And they don't know that there are men that when you insult them, they may not even reply you. But they will secretly deal with you the way that you will sweat. These people started blackmailing Mike Ezekome, started calling them names. Now, who put this effort together? One, to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the public to see if he's alive. Who put the effort together? Ipob and her leadership. Who secure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom? Ipob and her leadership. Through the lawyers. Then, the same people who have done this great two thing, you turn around, start fighting them. Are you fighting them basis of why are they trying to rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because that was what I thought. I said, is these people fighting Ipob? Is Nnamdi Kanu fighting Ipob? Are you sure that these people are not angry that Ipob is trying to rescue this man? Somebody challenged me that I said, how come? How did I think that way? I said, to me, this is what it seems to. That it seems that any hand who want to rescue this man, they will fight the person. Then what happened? This blackmail continued. And the Barrister Ejiofor went to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention and said, look at what your brothers are doing. Look at what your brothers are doing. What do you say about this? What do you think about this? Is what they are doing is okay? Which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pleaded and said, sorry. They should continue what they are doing. Remember, the basis of blackmail against Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor is a Nigerian legal practitioner. Underline this statement. Barrister Ejiofor is Nigeria legal practitioner. Having Nigeria certificate to practice law. He didn't have American certificate of law practicing. He didn't have European certificate of practicing or law practicing. Where he studied his law is in Nigeria, and he is using Nigeria certificate to practice law. And the same man were honored by Nigerian Bar Association as one of the best barristers by merit, according to their point, according to MBA point in Nigeria Bar Association. And somebody ran and went to tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that Nigeria has awarded Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor they have awarded him to betray him. How does that sound, for goodness sake? Sometimes I sit down. I remember the word, even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself always, he said black people are demon. How does that sound? And this was the autopilot topic throughout that time. Nigeria has awarded him. Nigeria has awarded any platform autopilot. Simon Emma everywhere, even Kanu, Mimi, everybody, Lolo Febo, everybody was posting. Nigeria has awarded him. He has betrayed Mazi Nnamdi. I was like, I went through what they awarded him for. I said, this is Nigeria Bar Association giving him award of the year of those who are excellent in their law practice and who have won so cases. I said, this is how it is done all over the world. What is the offense of this man? I could not detect one offense that this man committed. That led to their relief of duty from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when I now begin to calculate, and I find out that it seems that even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself does not want people who is loyal to IPOB Foundation, who is deeply loyal with their sincerity of heart to IPOB Foundation, not to be or come closer to him. This is the first thought I have. I said, what is going on here? Remember, underline this thing. Remember, first, he traveled. He didn't inform IPOB in Kenya. Normally, before, this is how it is done. If he's coming to Brazil, he will inform IPOB Brazil. If you're going to Italy, you will inform IPOB Italy. If you're going to Germany, you will inform IPOB Germany. Because he is a public figure. He's not a family property anymore. He is a Biafran property. Let us be truthful. You know, problem where we Africa doesn't solve our problem is we are always afraid to dish out truth. But if you go to the white people's country, in their investigation or in their dialogue discussion, they will first of all bring out the truth. That truth will be open to everybody. Dick, we understand the truth. B, we understand the truth. Deacon, we understand the truth. Then they will not come in dialogue. They will not say, okay, now we can dialogue. You see this thing I keep on telling people. You see, Biafra we are agitating to restore is at very close range. But what I don't want to experience is, I don't want Biafra that we have any attitude of Nigeria inside. Where people will say, hey, lion man, don't go there, don't forget this side. Let us move forward. Let us, you forget. Let me tell you, anytime this kind of character of forget here established, the society will be rotten. The society will be full of crime, chaos. Because truth, if I have anything, any hidden agenda, truth, that discussion or that investigation to bring truth out before dialogue will expose who I am. It will now expose lion man to the public. But a child born today will know that this man is bad. Oh. Look at what this man did. It will be already. The dialogue have forgiven me. But everybody need to know where and the things I participated on that affected their life negatively. They need to know. They need to know. Knowing it is not wrong. Knowing it is to enable people to know who is who, so that the mistake will not occur. But when you say, forget this side, don't say this side, don't do this, don't do this. Do you know what you are building that time? You are just building manipulation. Because the one who did it before will not change strategy and say, let me manipulate again. Because manipulator is a spirit. When he possesses you, you are possessed. Every time what will be coming into your mind is manipulate. But when you are being exposed in one action of your manipulation, you will not be able to make any attempt again, because you are already exposed for the previous one. Do you understand me? So one, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu discharged these lawyers who secure freedom for him, what did I say? This is the lawyer who is in a good relationship with Ipob. And if you watch, immediately that was done, Aloy Ejimako established enmity against Ipob. He doesn't want to hear anything Ipob. Immediately he hijacked the legal system of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He don't want to hear anything from Ipob. He started threatening the DOS. Aloy Ejimako threatening the DOS. With the DOS shun him, say, shut up! Who is your father? Who born you to utter that word from your mouth? And they know the reason why they ask him to shut up. Say, who born you? Who give you the courage to talk to us in this manner? If you watch since that time, you see people are not trained themselves to. Since that time, Aloy Ejimako hijacked the legal system of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started to suffer. His case started to suffer till now. Till now, all of you don't want to tell yourself the truth and say, what have happened that this change automatically, this case automatically changed? Things automatically change after you hijack. I believe that if you say that this person is not doing this well, if you take it, you shouldn't be struggling with it. Before you say, hand this situation over to me, I strongly believe maybe you are on a fence, watching how situation, like a football. Coach is outside watching the players. And the coach will now come to one player and whisper to him, talk to him and say, do you see where the lapses is coming? Do you see where the weakness, do you see the wind, where the weakness is being playing out in this pitch? Do you see where they are attacking, you know, where they are making us feel so difficult? The player will be watching those who already in the pitch, preparing himself. It is when he is outside, he will be able to know where lapses is coming, where lapses is being playing. Do you understand me now? That is where they will know. Then when he enters, that's why you see players, immediately they usher him in. He will run straight. Because of he have already studied what is playing in that pitch from outside. So, Aloy Ejimako, who hijacked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal system, what he was watching from outside that make him have the courage and say, collect this thing from these people, give me. And when you say, give me something, you must convince me, what can you do? Okay, give me, I will do different thing. So, what was the promise he gave to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that convinced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to give away his competent legal team? What was that conviction he gave him? You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need to be very, very watchful, very, very careful of his life, because a sinking person need to raise his voice. This is not the time to pretend. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a strong man. I know the type of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is dying, he is going, but he want to be this kind of father who has a very dangerous wound inside him, internal wound. But he is telling his family, I am fine. And they're asking him, Daddy, you are not smiling the way you used to be. The next thing he will see the daddy, you say I'm not smiling. I'm smiling, okay. He will now bring out fake smile in order way to please the children. Then suddenly, what you will hear from that news of that father, the father entered house, so he didn't wake up. The children will now say, but daddy say we'll ask him. We notice something, but we ask him, he say he's fine. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please and please, this is not the time to pretend to be fine. You are not fine. And I will not watch any vagabond accuse people who did not do them anything in your sake. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you are in support of this kind of allegation against innocent souls, it has a repercussion. You see, people don't understand what is called. People don't understand. I don't know who's. People don't understand the repercussion or many ways God can punish somebody. Like one of them said, he said the IPOB oath is not working. He said that thing is nonsense. It's not, he said it's not working. This is the same person who said, flog all the Christians in Biafra land. Flog them, beat the pastors, beat the members. In fact, drive them out of Biafra land. And this is the person now that is talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is one of the person now who is claiming to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you, Biafrans are watching. Biafrans are they are wise and they are watching. Now that Methuselah, who said drive all the Christians, kill all the Christians in Biafra land, are one of your best fellow now who claim that he love you and you have agreed that he love you. Remember that internet doesn't forget. Remember, internet doesn't forget. The world is watching. Time will come, they will begin to think, why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always associates himself with people who believe in violence, in killings and other things? Because some people, listen, I am in this struggle, I am in this movement. I know thousands and hundreds of calls that I always have with people in a day. I'm saying, I'm not just saying it for anything. What they say is what I take. When I take it, sometimes I write them down. In another way, to address it publicly so that this thing will come to an end. The world is watching. The world at large know the record of Methuselah towards Christianity in Nigeria, in Igbo land. They know. And the world of at large knows the autopilot engagement. How the havoc they cause in Igbo land. And these are the people that your new legal team is associating with. They love those ones more than us. This is the people who kill an Ipob member of Ebonyi because the guy refused to join them in autopilot. The guy was coming from market. They picked the guy and took him to Imo State. Killed him, roast him, butcher him, use him to cook egusi soup. And when this thing was going on, that is exactly what the government of Finland saw in Simon Ekpa gadget. And when they were killing the guy was crying, and because the guy was alive, they cut his leg. They cut his toes. The guy was crying. And they made the video call and show Simon. Simon and say, these are the people who is loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, kill him. That was the statement Simon Ekpa made in that video. And the IPOB member was used to cook egusi soup by autopilot. And this is the autopilot that Maxwell and Alloy Ejimako is connecting you to. Now, when they see that they have failed with the name of autopilot, the same people went and changed name. They now split their name into three. Avid, Ambassadors, Rising Sun. They came with another name. We want those people who is accusing Ipob and their leadership. Bring out the media handle of this so-called Avid, this so-called Ambassadors, this so-called Rising Sun. We want to check something. Let them make themselves open to the public. And according to you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when I'm dressing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu directly this time around, when it was in DSS, I don't dress him directly. I will say, tell him. But now I'm saying, you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will watch it. So there is no need of passing the addressing. I'm addressing him directly. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, help me ask those who is accusing the members of DOS and the IPOB worldwide. Help me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, help me ask them this question. For your own betterment, help me ask them this question. What exactly are they claiming or are they alleging as a betrayer against you? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you take phone and call your brother and ask your brother, please and please, this matter is becoming headache to me. What exactly did they do when I was incommunicado in DSS? What exactly is the crime? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is it not you who always said, if he cannot present evidence of your accusation, shut up your mouth? Is it not you that always say it already, Biafra? Then how come these days now you are not applying the same ideology of Wales anymore? Now that that particular ideology is needed much. Mazi, I respect you a lot, but bear it in mind, I, Lion Man, Lion, as I was trained from my family background and also have a very disciplined training by government, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I question anybody when I bring out to stand before me on the table. I question them critically and they answer me. They give me the answer I need for resolution. This is the question I want you to ask your brothers. Ask those who are accusing your foundation. When they bring the names of new baptismal of autopilot to you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are in the best position to ask, who are the people who are championing this thing? Because this is what you taught us in Radio Biafra. I listened to you many years before joining IPOB. You taught us how to connect the dots so that there will be no mistake in what we are doing. And I want you to make it publicly to say, this is the area IPOB have offended you. One, it's very difficult for somebody who did not offend anybody to be alleged of offense. That person will not be able to apologize because one, the person have checked himself front and back. There is no offense. And when there is no offense, there is no apology. Because I know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, you are very angry with IPOB and her leadership. You are very, very angry. So, what is the purpose of your anger? We want to know so that we will know where this evil perpetrated. We will know those who uses excuses of this evil to punish you, to land you where you're not supposed to be. Because let me tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you something. In this very case of yours, there is no legal standing, there is no provision that you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, could have gotten sentenced for the first time. Your case supposed to be innocently discharged. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have you asked yourself, why are you still there and why are you carrying life imprisonment? Who brought in that life imprisonment? This is what you'll be asking yourself, not to create enmity of those that love you. This is something you should be sitting down now. The condition you are now, you sit down, you come down. Like Barrister Darlington on Channel TV said. He said, those that know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should tell him to come down. Is it not what the man said? The day the man said it, I was shocked. He said, those that know him should tell him to come down. This is not the case of... this is a high-tech case. So the barrister said, those that know him should tell him to come down. What you require now is to come down, sit down. You come down, you sit down. You go back to your step. You go back to your foundation and ask them, what can we do? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you something. You are in the midst of two enemies. One pronounced enemy, which is Nigeria state, and their politician. Then you are in the midst of another enemy who pretended to be your lover. This is exactly what is sinking. This is exactly what is leading your case. You are in the two road of enemy. Left enemy, right enemy. But the other enemy at the left pretend to be your lovers. This is what is playing out to you. If you don't know, this is exactly what is playing out to you. Do you want the enemy to come out and tell you IPOB is trying or the leadership is doing wonderful? No. What they will tell you is that they are not doing anything. What they will tell you is that they have rejected you. What they will tell you is that in fact they have abandoned you. What they will tell you, in fact, they have insulted you. This is exactly what the enemy will tell you. The enemy will not tell you that these people are trying. No. What do you expect from them? What do you want to hear from them? In terms of offense, okay, I'm saying something. So I was discussing with somebody someday, and the person said, I say I hate when somebody deliberately, an offender is deliberately trying to play a victim. You are an offender and you are sharing a crocodile tears, trying to play a victim. Do you know what law does to this kind of people? Whenever judges and prosecutors notice that this person has no remorse of his crime and they want to cry and pretend to be a victim of what he is deliberately did, do you know what they do? They double the chain of that person. Let me say something here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, your own brothers, your own, let me call it sister, your own siblings, your own siblings betrayed IPOB in so many levels. I am not saying outsider. Your own siblings betrayed IPOB in several occasions, in several points, in several lines. One, your brothers collaborated to defraud IPOB money, foundational money of IPOB worldwide. No apology or no remorse had been tendered to the IPOB worldwide in regards of this. That is the first step of sabotage. Because when you want to crash any organization, the first thing you will do is to seize their asset. So your brother seizes the asset of IPOB in other way to crush the organization, to shut down the organization. Secondly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when you give a message to Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, said that the Monday sit at home should stop, your brothers went and called a Berima in Finland and said, start here, announce the sit at home now. We have removed it from the DOS hand. Start your own announcement now. Biafrans will obey you. We have removed it from the DOS hand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is this act a good one? Coming out from your own very family. Is it a good one? Is a bad one? I am not saying outsider. I am not saying enemy of Biafra said it. No. I am saying your own brothers pick up their call and tell a Berima to announce his own seat at home that they have removed it from DOS. Then the disaster started in our land. No apology had been tendered for the people who died as a result of this nonsense. Rather, what IPOB have been receiving is insult upon insult from your own very family. And have continued to receive that insult today. Till this moment I am broadcasting. The insult have continued. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are you aware that when Aloy Ejimako wanted to go back to court, the same IPOB that is not doing anything to free you were the people who stand their ground and say, no going back to court. There is no ground. There is no reason to go back to court. That Nigeria should obey the already secured judgment. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are you aware or you are not aware? I want to know. Were you aware? So if you are not aware, I'm just telling you, are just hearing it for the first time. So IPOB did not support going back to court with Aloy Ejimako, who secured life imprisonment for you. IPOB distanced themselves from Aloy Ejimako, who secured life imprisonment for you. But what IPOB and her leadership and the lawyers of IPOB secure for you is discharged and acquitted. But the man who loves you so much, who is fantastic, his love is so fantastic to you, is the one who handed over life imprisonment to you. Not James Omotoshe. Stop. People should stop criticizing the man. I knew what happened. Aloy Ejimako were the one who handed over life imprisonment to you, while IPOB handed over freedom to you. Aloy Ejimako came and asked you, sir, open your hand. You open your hand, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The man took away the paper of freedom away and handed over paper of chain of life imprisonment to you. Not Ipob. Ipob is designed everything good for you, even at this moment. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am saying something today. A man who shot you a bullet can never be the same surgeon doctor that will operate you to bring out the bullet. You are an elderly man. You understand parable. I repeat myself. Onye gbara egbe abụ onye ga-awa gị mgbọ. What you are trying to do is the man who shot at you is the same man who you want him to be a doctor to operate you. That means you have submitted yourself to grave. As the man did not succeed in shooting you, getting you dead through bullet, he will succeed in getting you dead through scissors, through operation. If a man who shot you bullet and God help you survive the bullet, I say, okay, this bullet you have to operate it out, and it happens to be the same man who will now operate you, that you are gone. You are gone. Our Lord is your shooter. The same Allah is parading himself as a doctor who wants to operate you. And they have continued to allow the operation to take place. So those who are saying IPOB is not doing anything, Biafra is not doing, their leadership is not doing anything, they are this, they are wicked, they are this, they are this. How do you want them to step in? Because they have stepped in and tell you the road to go. And our Lord Ejimako step in and tell you another road to take. And you have keep on consistently following the road in which our Lord is the one describing to you. And there is no way, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will want IPOB to follow our Lord the road, because our Lord have no road. What our Lord have to enter is bush. I, lion man, can never open my eyes with my personality and follow and leave road and follow bush. It can never work, because of I want to satisfy. Maybe I want to be a good man. Then I will not start doing the wrong thing. I can't do it. They said IPOB is disobeying you. One disobey, because I know the 3 points disobey. That may be your anger. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a woman who was made financial minister of IPOB, when you had problem, the woman couldn't give IPOB even 20 euro or $20. As to say, IPOB, this is what is in my hand. This money, this is $20. This is what is in my hand, in my record. You people take it. Start from here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the woman you appointed and you vow for the woman. Say this woman is so excellent and so innocent. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the woman disappointed IPOB. The woman stole from IPOB. Leaving IPOB, even not only she stole from IPOB, she stole the warehouse of IPOB finish. She swept the warehouse and locked the warehouse. She closed down the account. After clearing the account, she shut down the account. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the woman single-handedly ran to open another account and asked IPOB to be donating to her. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people like us in IPOB say it will never happen. because ụzọ dị mma anyị eje ya egbo lab ọkwa onye Igbo ka anya niile bụ ụzọ mma anyị je ya nje lab ụzọ John once ka ị ga-aga gbalaga ga-egbafu si na this road is bad. Mazi, leave this thing. You see, you people don't know how things function. You are saying that send delegate. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is listed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, you don't need to send any delegate. If you send delegate, that is something delegate will go there, will not ask him. Okay, if I send delegate to that place to line up this thing to him, what about the people who is accusing the foundation, who is accusing the leadership innocently? What about them? Are they going to be aware of these matters? Because the criminals recruited people to support them, and the people who are supporting them, most of them are ignorant of what they are supporting. This is why it's good to give it out on public domain. If I send delegate to that place, delegate go there and say, look at what's happened, look at what happened, What about the children they recruited to be attacking the foundation? Will those children know the truth? The answer is no. Even you now, who make this comment, do you know all these things? Do you know? You don't know. If not that I'm saying it now, you don't know. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, somebody who stole our money, and Alloyd gave you message and said they removed Nnenanya from the position where you put her. But what Alloyd did not tell you is what Nnenanya committed while she was removed. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I want to ask you, if you are in our shoe, or if you are in our position of following, let me say there is a leader, and you are among the people who are following the leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God endow you with wisdom, and you are a very powerful, learned man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will you abide by such order, by keeping a thief who stole the existing money? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you are in our shoe, will you be able to? No, let us be sincere to ourselves. Let us stop. Will you be able to abide by the order? The answer is no. Mazi, you will not do it. Mazi, you will not do it. You will say it that is wrong. Mazi, you will say that this is wrong. Onye ihe ọjọọ, ka anyị kpọọ ihe ọjọọ ihe ọjọọ. Mazi, are you seeing it? You may not know these things. They hide it from you. The people who wrong IPOB now, the people claiming that IPOB wronged them. Nobody wronged Nnenanya. Nnenanya wronged IPOB 100%. Your own brothers wronged IPOB 100%. The lawyers you choose for yourself, single-handedly choose, wrong IPOB. Nobody wronged them. Nobody wronged them. They are the one who wronged IPOB. IPOB have never offended Alod Ejimako. Neither IPOB have offended Maswell. Neither IPOB have offended anybody closer to you. But they were the ones waging war against IPOB. And you don't expect matured men, learned men, educated men. You don't expect people who they are greater than waging war against them. You ask them to not to return that war. They will return it. So what am I saying? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From 2021, IPOB have done everything to bring you out, and they have done it successfully. So what you have to do is to go back and reflect and say, who betrayed my freedom? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this should be a question. Who betrayed my freedom? Then with what I have told you here today, you'll be able to draft out who betrayed you and who betrayed your freedom, or who deny you freedom. Who deny you freedom is your siblings and Alod Ejimako. These are the people who sold away your freedom for the reason known to them. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, call them, ask them. When they visit, to ask them, what have I done to you that you deny, you sell away my freedom? What happened? What happened? This is the... And look at another thing these people are doing. What another thing Maswell and the Alod is doing. Anytime some legal practitioners are ganging up, trying to venture into the case by reaching out to IPOB leadership, Alod Ejimako and the Maswell will deny that access. They will deny that offer. As far as those people have contacted the leadership, they don't want any... See, let me tell you what they are doing to you, Mazi. Your present legal team doesn't want any association of anybody that is coming to rescue you to have any association with IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are you aware that Alod Ejimako, who you single-handedly choose as your own legal team, are you aware that Alod Ejimako nullified ESL and told the Eastern governors to form another security that will take care of the terrorists in the bush? Are you aware that Alod Ejimako openly advocate for another security outfit? But you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, created this security outfit for our people under IPOB. But their legal team, presently now, your legal team is advocating for another security outfit that will combat the terrorist Fulani apart from ESN. What does this signal to you? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the world is watching on. If I don't love you from bottom of my heart, I won't be saying what I'm saying. I can only pretend and keep quiet. We are pursuing what we are pursuing, knowing fully well that you are in danger, you are sinking. I am doing it out of the abundance of love in my heart. And not just ordinary love. Love that I attach with reason. What is the reason? Because I can't just love person without any reason. Every love must have reason. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you why I will keep on loving you forever and ever. Let me tell you something. Till I leave this world, let me tell you this reason. Because you saved the life of the Easterners from being wiped out of the surface of the earth. Heaven knows what I said now. You saved the life through you. We all in the East were saved. What is happening today in Kwara and other places was programmed to happen in the East. By Buhari. But yeah, your braveness bring that particular agenda to an end against the Easterners. This is my utmost respect for you and the love which can never expire. So, IPOB and her leadership have done everything fruitful, everything powerful, everything, good effort to secure you and do something positive. But to those who is sabotaging it and aborting those efforts are your own siblings and your own lawyer that you choose single-handedly. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I expected by now as a leader, even these people who believe they don't want to tell you the truth, I believe they say in every what do they say it? In every smoke there must be fire somewhere. Yeah. You may have heard that Nnenya seizes the asset of IPOB. By now, you may also heard that the woman you single-handedly choose in US to take care of fund account in US by the name Madam Oyibo, which you announced by yourself without any consultation of IPOB families. Seizes the account of IPOB till now. She didn't bring any one kobo out. So I believe by now, as a leader, you are. Either you may have cautioned them to apologize to IPOB as one who choose them. Because this is how leadership charisma should be. If I appoint anybody and the people offend you under my leadership, and I ask those people to go and tender apology to the public, because I am the one who appointed them. If they refuse to do the apology, I will be the one to do the apology. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I expected by now you put it in writing. You'll just write something. Apologize on behalf of Nnenya, on behalf of Madam Oyibo for betraying the millions of Biafrans. You put it in writing. At least show the charisma of a leadership. Maybe IPOB, they may not be happy with me because of this kind of insult that these people have insulted me. Do you know that, Mazi Nnamdi, do you know the kind of insult Nnenya gave to you? As a leader who appointed her single-handedly without IPOB consultation, do you know the kind of insult Nnenya passes to you? That is an unforgiving insult. Do you know the insult Madam Oyibo passes to you? That is unforgiving insult. So who is now expecting IPOB to apologize? On what basis? Are we now living in the world where somebody will not apologize innocently without any offense? Maybe you just say, okay, the person will say, let me apologize, let peace reign. I am not a candidate of that. Anybody who does that nonsense beside me, I will slap the person. I will not allow anybody beside me to apologize without any offense. I can only allow you to apologize when there is offense. Because apologizing in the name of peace to reign gives courage to the criminals to commit their crime more and more, knowing fully well that this person is weak. I will steal from him again. I will make him to apologize to me. That is what it is. I will steal from him again, and I will make him to apologize, rather for the thief to apologize. Then the person, the victim, now be the one to apologize. Who does that? Nobody does that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now let me come to myself before I go to other media personnel, because the report says that Lion Man is insulting you, and they shall scream some certain things and show you, Mazi. Mazi, those things they shall scream and show you as an insult. Sincerely, I want to ask you, sir, is those things an insult? I will need an answer in the days to come through these children. Is those things an insult? One statement is one. Mazi, listen to me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please. Sir, listen to me. One was, I said, if it is you, Mazi, that will bring bad name to IPOB, that will bring bad name to IPOB, that you, Mazi, should be expelled out of IPOB. Lion Man said it, and I put it in writing. Is that word an insubordination or an insult to a leader? Can I repeat? I said, if it is you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that will bring bad name to IPOB, that I suggest that you be expelled out of IPOB, in other words, to maintain sanity in IPOB. Mazi, my word was so plain and in line with the IPOB manifesto, according to you, Mazi, yourself. Because in IPOB, Mazi, you vow that there will be no crime or criminality will be tolerated in IPOB. And the association, your lawyers, your team of lawyers is associating and linking you to is group of criminals. That is why I say that statement. And among that statement, it is also explained at the down of that statement. They are linking you to the criminals, and they will force you on camera to say something regarding those criminals, in support of those criminals. One happened in court, where they were forcing you, where they say, tell them to support, tell them, and you said that they should support the fundraising. Mazi, how do you come in conviction that those people that you are saying to come, how did they convince you? This is crime. This is fraud. And we said, and I said, no. Linking you as a leader of IPOB, speaking in support of fraud as a leader of IPOB is against the rules of IPOB, which you establish. So if I am here defending what you establish as a rule of engagement in IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you should be praising me. You should be proud of me for defending what you yourself establish as a rules of engagement in IPOB. Fraud is not allowed in IPOB. Killing is not allowed in IPOB. That is why everybody who have sabotaged IPOB, nobody has been killed. All of them is alive. Because it's among our manifesto. Leave everybody on what they do. Let Biafra know who they are. Nobody should kill anybody. But the group there, the group of your recent lawyer is linking you to. If you challenge them, they say kill them. They say kill the person. The group which the present lawyers are linking you to murdered IPOB national coordinator. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are you aware of this? Because the man refused to join the criminal group. They murdered him. Mazi Nnamdi, are you aware of this? Ebonyi, one of the coordinator of unit in Ebonyi, we are told to associate with autopilot Simon Ekpa, which your brothers are working with. The coordinator said, no, I cannot do it. I remain in IPOB. And he was targeted and picked up by the same group that your present lawyers associating you with, autopilot. He was picked to Imo State and he was butchered and his body was used as a meat to cook egusi soup. I am not saying, I say your own brother, your own brothers, Kanu and Mimi, is associating with autopilot. They were in good time with autopilot. They were working together. I say working together, not even working. They were working together. And this group kill an IPOB member and use the body to eat egusi soup, to cook egusi soup. God bless you, as a one. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people who visited you say that you said that everything Simon Ekpa committed is what they use against you in the court. And you didn't say lie. That is exactly what they use against you. Then how come now this same group who committed what they use against you, thank God, this time around they did not say it's IPOB. The IPOB was exonerated on this part. So, are you now happy with the people who they use their crime to convict you, or you should be happy with people who have never committed anything to jail you? So, I don't understand this whole drama. Here we want to know, this is the area of insult I am talking about. Now, I have cleared my own. They say, they'll give you a report and say that Ikenga is insulting you, harassing you on media. Mazi, let me tell you the truth about the whole thing about Ikenga. Ikenga is one of the media warriors that you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, recognize. You recognize him officially on Radio Biafra as one of those who are keeping the fire burning. When Ikenga started his drama, in IPOB Media Warrior Forum, he was removed immediately. The order came from the leadership. Remove him from your midst for now. Let us monitor him. And he was removed. Order came from leadership. Remove this person from the forum for insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remove the person. And he was removed. And he came and asked, why was he removed? For the person who is controlling he asked the person, why was I removed? The person said, order came that we should remove you. And we did. But they lied to you. They said Ikenga was not dealt with. Ikenga was not punished for insulting you. But in IPOB's civil way of dealing with people, the necessary civil punishment was done. But what those people who is accusing the leadership, what they were after is that they have by the ideology of autopilot Simon Ekpa, anybody killed. But those who bring the report to you that the leadership did not do anything against Ikenga, they said that Ikenga should be killed. And we said, no, killing is not an agenda of IPOB. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is killing of offenders of IPOB, also included in IPOB. The answer is no. It's not in our manifesto. And the Ikenga is no more IPOB member. He's independent. He has his media platform. And they have the right to say whatever I want to say. In as much that he is no more IPOB member, that's why people like us cannot respond to him. And let me say something here, which I have found out that maybe we have done it wrong before. Anybody who is not IPOB member, if you criticize an individual without criticizing the whole IPOB umbrella, I will not respond to that person. If anybody now face me, if I feel like responding to that person, I will go on my camera and respond to that person personally. I may even decide not to respond to the person. But when the person attack IPOB Foundation, immediately I will not waste time. Sorry. I won't waste time. I will respond to that person because he is accusing our organization of what they are not doing. But for my own personal self, if the person attack me, I may decide not to respond. So the case of Ikenga has nothing to do with IPOB. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same people who is telling you Ikenga is saying this, Ikenga said that, Ikenga did that, the same people told you that Ekperima, Simon Ekpa, insulted your own lovely wife. Did they told you that he insulted your own lovely wife publicly? This is the Simon Ekpa that Alod Ejimako and your brothers are working with. Insulted your own wife on camera, on public. Call her names, call her prostitute, call her every manner of name. The same people who is reporting Ikenga, did they also tell you that Simon Ekpa crowned himself a prime minister? What insult is greater than that? That a man that you recognize by yourself as one of the agitators of Biafra later turn around and crown himself a prime minister over you. How do you see that one? But they reported somebody who remained HOD of Ipob, who have never one day crowned himself leader, or crowned himself president, or crowned himself a title aside the one you appointed him from. But they are reporting that person to you. They are blackmailing the person to you. But somebody you recognize on Radio Biafra said he is doing a wonderful job. Crown himself a prime minister over you. He topple you. He crown himself a prime minister over you. Listen, criminals. Criminals are very smart. They will do everything to silence the voice of the innocent. But it's left for the innocent to be wise and expose them. That's what I'm doing. There are many, you see, some people will say, ignore them, ignore them, ignore them. There are many people today, what I said today, they don't know. Because these people, they created platform. What they do there is, they call this one, call you. And now that the government have rolled out money, they are now giving them money. Most of them are collecting $150 every month. You know how much $150 is in Nigeria? Do you know the danger? Many people are supporting them ignorantly. There are people now, after watching this broadcast today, they will say, oh, this thing, is it truly that this thing happened? There is one man, this man have been a very, let's say, a very, I don't know how to describe that man hatred against the DOS. But the same man watched my program last. He picked up phone and called me. He said, like, young man, I listened to something and what you are saying was strange to me. I said, I am not here to gossip. Why wouldn't you call on that program? There was number there to call publicly and say what he wanted. He said, no, you don't want to be open. You don't want to come open. That's why he called me. He said, you want to hear, you want to know the... He said, when somebody is speaking the truth is very straight. He said, his spirit is convinced that I was telling the truth on that media. That's why he called me. After the man hearing from me, he said before now, he never hear anything like this. He said what they are telling them is another thing. I asked the man, did they tell you that two women, Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu, single-handedly appointed as financial personnel in IPB, did they also tell you that these women made their way with the money without giving IPB Foundation one kobo? The man said what they told them in their forum is that they carry that money and give China Samoru. Ha! He said, Nene carry IPB money and give China Samoru. I told the man, what? He said that is what they campaign in their forum. He said they carry the money and hand over to Mazi China Samoru. So, who know what they are telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? These are the most of things they are telling him. So when you tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why won't he be angry? But nobody told him that the money was stolen. But they said in the man forum where they belong, they said they carried the money, give Mazi and some more. I told the man, when you go back to that forum, ask them again about that money issue. Do you know what they do? When the man go back to that forum and start questioning them, do you know what they do? They remove this man. They call the man Sabo. They say it's like you don't join Sabo. They remove the man. They told the man it's like you don't go join Sabo. They remove the man from their forum. Because I told the man, now that you have known the truth, go back there and ask them about the money. The man went back there, they removed him. They say, you don't go join Sabo. That's how the man lose the forum. They remove him, block him from the forum. And this has been their character. Even though in their platform, when you go there with superior argument, they don't accept. They will remove you. Because they can't explain decently. They cannot explain, because there is no, it can't defend lie. I watch Rino Mokere, where somebody was acting, but you say this, I'll get spoiled. We say this. Do you see how, as learned as Omokere is, English becomes so hard for him to explain himself? Osubanjo, when Osubanjo was a vice president to late Muhammadu Buhari, while Osubanjo was trying to defend lie, a whole professor, Osubanjo is a professor, PhD. English word becomes so hard for Osubanjo to express himself. English come long, and the longness of that English becomes so error come food English, where he was trying to defend lie. Let me tell you something. Lie, nobody can defend. But truth, even a baby can defend the truth. A baby of 2 years or 3 years can defend the truth. But when you present lie on the table, go and call the professor of Harvard University. You go struggle. The word that's supposed to last for 2 minutes will last for 10 minutes. Because they have to wet the ground in other way to lay the carpet for the lie. Do you know why Nigeria government is always violent? Because everything about Nigeria government is lie. So when you ask them question, they bring DSS, they bring army to attack you. Because if they are truthful, they will allow debate. When you question them like European politicians, when you question them, they answer you your question because they are transparent to their people. Their people will ask funny questions, they answer them. If you come to IPOB, if you ask any question, we answer you. But when you go to them, these accusers, when you go to them, when you ask them question, they quarrel you. They insult you, they harass you. There is one professor who come to our Sunday space discussion. When this man came, the man was allowed to talk, was allowed to ask critical questions. When he was answered, the man said, look at what the man said in that space. He said, please, he want to know, is this IPOB different from other ones that is talking about Biafra? He said whenever you want to ask them questions, they will insult you, they will embarrass you, they will remove you. We allowed the man to land. He started referring when someone ever was outside. That he went there to ask some question. He said the way he was insulted every day, he said he become ashamed of himself. I said, wow. Do you see why some people will tell you that all these Biafra agitators, they are illiterate? They are this, they are that. Because of the attitude of these criminals claiming to be agitating for Biafra. They don't take question. Because of their criminality. But how do you expect a criminal to explain? What exactly is he going to explain? Is he going to explain his intention of criminality? How? He can't explain it. But they keep on heaping accusation. IPOB is not doing anything to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have done everything to free him, and we have freed him. IPOB freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This should be the answer. Anybody they ask, what is IPOB doing to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Tell the person that IPOB sustained the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when they wanted to kill him. IPOB initiated sit at home to bring him out from the hand of Nigeria government, and he was brought out alive. Immediately the world see him, that averted his killing. His killing couldn't take place because of IPOB. Whenever they ask you, what is that then doing to bring up, tell them that you don't know where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. You don't know what is doing there. Freedom has been secured by IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, freedom has been secured by IPOB. Your freedom was secured by IPOB. So I don't know what you are doing in Sokoto. If anybody asks me that stupid question, I will say, I don't even know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing in Sokoto. Go and ask Aloy. Ask his brothers. Ask Aloy. What he's doing in Sokoto is what I don't know. IPOB is not involved on where he is. Who is involved is his siblings and the lawyers he single-handedly choose. Because IPOB as a foundation and her leadership reject those lawyers totally with capital letter. They reject the lawyers and they caution the lawyers, don't go back to court. Don't go and sabotage our effort. And the lawyer said, yes, they are going to sabotage it. And they went to sabotage it. So, I don't know why the leadership is keeping people quiet in terms of responding. The leadership should be bold enough to tell these people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been free by IPOB. We secure his freedom. And the evidence is there. So, the question why he is in prison in Sokoto, or the question what we are here, because I'm hearing it, that is half-life in sentence. And I have checked what brought the life in sentence. I don't know. So this question should be referred. Biafrans, you see, stop attracting costs on yourself. Let me tell you something. You see this Mazi Chike, all of you are calling Mazi Sangoru, this and that. That is kind of accusation you will be accusing somebody deliberately. God will not punish you. Do you understand that? You will not punish by God. You will not know what is happening to you. Life will become so terrible to you. You will begin to search what is happening to me. You don't know that you have offended somebody's spirit. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the situation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now, is unknown to IPOB. But it's very known to his siblings and the lawyer he chooses. What is all this nonsense? If anybody asks you, What have IPOB done? Answer the person correct answer. IPOB have done everything and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free. And they'll tell you he's free, but he's in Sokoto. Go and ask his brothers and the lawyers. Finish. We don't know what he's doing there. The lawyers know. The brothers know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should ask his brothers and his lawyer, what am I doing here? What happened? Why am I here? They should be, they are in better position to tell you what are you doing there, Mazi. They are the one in better position, not Lion Man, not the leadership, not IPOB members. They kept you there, they transfer you there. They know what they did. We don't know anything. We have done our own. And our own brought joy and celebration to the land of Biafra and to the entire world. Everybody celebrated it. How they sold the joy of the people is what should be known to them only. This question to be referred to them henceforth, please. All this deliberate provocation against innocent men and women in IPOB should stop. Enough is enough. This is nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. I'm saying it today on media. It's absolutely nonsense. Let's call a spade a spade. The time we should focus. You choose for yourself people who will be distracting organization you form. You make the choice by yourself single-handedly. IPOB was not attached. Mazi, you should first face them. Face them. And for other one of disobeying the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi, you were a learned man. You were a learned man, Mazi. The worst thing, maybe let me tell you as one of a force personnel before. Let me tell you something. When the boss or a commander is in the hands of enemy, any message that is coming from that camp of enemy through the commander is filtrated. Mazi, you're a learned man. That's why I'm explaining this to you. You are a well-learned man, well-educated man. Wisdom flows in you. Mazi, when a commander or a boss is in the hands of the enemy, the people he is commanding receive any message from that man, from that commander, from the camp of the enemy, that message is filtrated. Any message that comes from there should not be applicable to the activities of that particular organization. If they do, that organization will crash. So the order you are giving from there that they say that IPOB is disobeying, that shows that the organization and her leadership are very wise people. In fact, Mazi, you should be proud of them for disobeying that order coming from you, from inside. One mistake IPOB leadership did was when you brought the message that the modern sit at home should stop. And due to their loyalty to you and the love they have for you, and due to where the channel the message came from, the trusted hand, they obey it, but your brothers betray it. That was it at home. IPOB Foundation and her leadership obeyed that your order coming from the enemy's camp. But what did he do? Your own brothers betrayed that particular order from you. So, if any order that is being nullified coming out from you from the detention, and the IPOB and her leadership did not apply it into activity, call your brother and ask them what did they do with the previous one. Because I say, you can only, how do they say it? Fool me once, I am not a fool. But fool me for second time, I am indeed a fool. Your own brothers nullified and betrayed your own order that came from you. They betray it and hand it over to Simon Ekpa as a point to destroy Ipob. So, other one that is coming, do you also want them to obey it? So that to give your brothers channel to betray, to strike once again? If your brothers succeeded in striking IPOB second time, that means the members, every members of IPOB are full. Which means every member that is in IPOB, we are all fools. We are not amount to human being. We should be described as an animals. So in other way not to be amount to animal, we now prove to the world that we are human beings. That's why their orders will be disobeyed. Mazi, your orders will be continue to be disobeyed until we bring you out from there. Because if your brothers haven't betrayed the previous one, maybe these ones may be critically checked, examined, to see how it will be applied. But because of your brothers betrayed the previous order that was obeyed by IPOB worldwide, that means they have betrayed the trust. And nothing any man can do about it. So I'm sorry. Everything that is happening around should be blamed. Your brother should be the one to be blamed, not IPOB. IPOB have never offended you, and will never offend you. IPOB remain loyal to you. The love IPOB to you remain intact. But what we will not do, we will not be swimming in a mud with dirty pits, with people that has no shame that surround you. Mazi, criminals surround you now from left, from right, and we don't have any business to do with the criminals. That is my own message, personal message to you. This is my own lion man, personal message to you. Okay, let me exonerate IPOB because I don't know if there is IPOB members who love to be criminals. Mazi, Lion Man Leone, a member of IPOB, I said, I personally have no business with criminals. I will never have anything to do with Alloyd. I will never have anything to do with Maswell because these guys are criminals. Nigeria government know. They know them that they are criminals. But they intentionally keep them around you, knowing that they are the people who will do the... Because people with conscience can never do you what they can never do innocent man like you, the kind of wickedness they are doing to you. These guys are heartless. But thank God that you are the one who choose them by yourself. So when you get tired with their wickedness against you, you can sack them. Maybe that time you can come back and call IPOB. Come and rescue me. You. Then IPOB is here for you. Any moment you are ready, IPOB is ready. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our beloved leader. Anytime you are ready for your house to come for your rescue, the house is ready. You are children. Your sons and your daughters are we are powerful, we are ready. But for now, you distance your sons and your daughter, and you say you want to align with strangers. As a father, we will do our best to call you to order. But what we will not do as sons and daughters is to lay hand on our father to beat our father. We won't do that. So when you are done with your friends or with your strangers, the house is still there. The house is your house. But what we did now, as a good children, what we have done is to close the door against the criminals. We have shut the door against the criminals. So, and that door remains for anybody to reach about and you hammer, Monday hammer, carry your bread because I won't know. Anybody to reach at that compound. Or IPOB. And as far as I know, and you tibo anytime you are men and women, they may pay also a better. But for now, we don't want to interfere in your relationship. We want to stay by the fence while watching how the relationship will be. So take your time. Go through IPOB Media Warrior. IPOB Media Warrior is not included with those that have sacked. There are people who is insulting you in their own private platform because most of them were expelled out of IPOB. So go to IPOB platform and see if there is anybody insulting you there. Nobody is insulting you. But what we are saying is the reality of things for the world to hear us, to know where we are and where we are heading to. Thank you very much and God bless you. Can you see today these guys who I staged this program for? None of them called. Neither Methuselah called, neither Paul Achebe called, neither the one in Canada, Ada Canada called. She only came here, comment nonsense and run away. They don't have the courage to call. What are they going to say? You see, they can't call. This is how to know them. I posted this and I said, this program is especially for them, the accusers. Do you see them here? No. When I told you people that these people know what they are doing, they are doing it for money. Do you see Elochukwu call? Elochukwu cannot call. Do you see him call? No. Because you have nothing to tell the public. But see him now. After this program now, he will now say, look at what Lion Man is saying. Look at the way he was talking to our leader. When my father was alive, me and my father used to interact. So interaction with the father is not an insult, it's love. Imagine when I tell my father, Papa, onye lesu mbo yege na bịakwute nso asịrọ onye nshi ọ la-akụ nshi asịrọ na-eme ihe ọjọọ ọ na-eme ndị mmadụ ihe ọjọọ daddy ị ga-akwụsị oyigara onye a maka ibutere anya aha ọjọọ ibutere family ya anya aha ọjọọ ihe ahụ ọ bụ insult to father. Ị hụrụ papa gị bute onye ọjọọ onye ahụ na-achọta ya abịa, and the people now started looking at your father, looking at your father compound as one of those bad people, and as a brave son, as a reasonable son, you now approach your father and tell Papa, then Joko ala be ba aslo la kun shiro le mi hojo, and the lecture that go la nwoka wo onyojo go na ala find it out na the man wo onyojo as listen na o you gara onya ga stop e bukolo nya na bata ba o de ngali butra anya aha ojo la familia, then somebody as le men na insult if we share the onya ahụ hola ha de chagonya lo nya nwere problem o nwere mental problem. Mazi, yes, I may not have evidence that I paid them, but I want to tell you something. Who will be doing bad work freely? Tell me. He can do good work freely. So somebody will not deliberately now, okay, it's like people they are blackmailing in leadership. All of them, if you call them now to tell them, to point out what those people did, they know, they are just making the noise just to tarnish the image of these people. But the IPOB those days is not IPOB now. IPOB those days is not IPOB now. That's my joy. IPOB Biafrans have known the truth. Biafrans have known the truth. Mazi. Yeah. Ndewo, Mazi. Yeah. Still live.
Yes. I can not I will people now this is a camp. That's all I want to be make the point. I think I'm both Emma, when you sit and body struggle, number one, I could have give for this good analysis. They come out checking enough. Mother, hates in there. Mother, the Ghana have done a wonderful job, even up to today, by bringing us together worldwide. Although this is one
yeah.
Yes. But only time I work on Anno with him, yeah. Like here, you could now. Maybe as a young boy, before, what I need a father, everyone a pancata, or Toshe Buya father, or everyone I say that man, a whole young woman, Gail of Tabanagit, saying any more car. I don't know what's in our young and we are best friend of your father. Mazi, the audio. Will anybody, yes, will your father condemn you because of being in information? This is not only telling your father, but it's an information. Important information for your father to be careful. You know, so I'm going to have this so far. I'm going to get a top of the nose because of labor and then you always woman. So, in a walker, would you know party when you work about this call? Now, if debate, let them call you and tell you a wish for their mass in Nnamdi. I call them Biafran chat to them today. Biafran chat as you know, don't worry about the mass in Nnamdi. But they keep on giving that propaganda, lion man, Biafran chat, and the king. Because those people said their opinion. That's a slave for Ghana national. I got a debate here with you. I also like the debate, but he wants you to go his platform to debate with chat. He can be able to interact with all those idiots and what you are there and his followers. But to come into your platform, I think their number is there. They can never call. You can't see any of them. Even if they call now, it might be insult or one word. Right? So, Onion did not want to shake him out there anyway. Do I need the many advice because you might have now. There's your quarter, who question about. And we keep on saying this truth. At the end, I'm going to go to the wrong about this. When Simon looked at the I said, Kanama, or Simon the wrong, or one the right. You don't want it to tell you. In Nigeria, we were bet this leadership on America. This people are allowed where well, I swear to God. We are allowed Abu Abraham. This people, Chineke say for her. I'm not going to walk out very much in London. I never put that Simon a Buru Bata. I don't be the Quenca, nearly a Buru Bata. I don't be the Quenca in their own home. Now, a German a Buru Bata. As soon as IPOB in a move under this is the same leadership. We can't really defeat China. Only do only the Canadian take the same people. Somebody I say, Nana support. Some of them want to overthrow him. Some of them want to compromise. Now you compromise there. But the meaning of compromisation or compromise.
I'm the English language. Most of them are English language. They just have a word brand on how
They think that you also say, how long romance in the car, me and you not live here. They think, they don't know what is love. If they believe that they love Martin and they can more than me or any DOS member, let us put a debate. Since they have been disturbing, they have left this leadership behind, they have left us behind. Okay, they have maybe a protest under Martin and the county. At least God, I don't know what I meant protest to release that man. India was registered on the Peter National Aga records. Aga record out today, Asian or that man. Yeah, which I promise you, I don't want to name this coming out tomorrow. We're going to be coming out next tomorrow. Now, Asian or they are not even talking about that one again, though. They are not talking about that one. Every week, there was one problem or the other. Methuselah came today denying that he's not talking to Kanu, but he will be here defending what Kanu wrote. Is stupid. He don't talk to Kanu, but he defends what he wrote. He comes to defend code of conduct. Code of conduct can remain like that. I don't care. Onyendu is our leader. They want to leave it that way. Let them leave it. After all, I'm going to you already. So what is the problem? This one I don't think not somebody like me who my people self under the league. All I said that is a something which you don't know what they are in front of Azayoba. And you're okay for it. So what are we saying? Mazi, she something
it is right.
We'll keep on saying the truth.
So that is it. We will continue because I'm urging everybody who is, because I know many comrades who have secretly, out of annoyance said they are not you know, what Mazi and the Kanu brothers are doing, this and that, they walk away. I know many. But what I'm urging them is, we cannot, because of evil doers, we throw away our good away. Let everybody drop their anger. Let us go and pick our good and preserve our good for a better future. These people, what they are doing is deliberate. Because if it is not deliberate, when you confront them for debate, they should have come. As I am now, somebody can never confront me for a debate. I will answer the person wholeheartedly. I will say, fix the date. Then I will tell the person the days I used to be a little bit free. I was okay. I'm not free. I'm not free so day. I'm not free so that I'm free. Put the date. I will come there and debate. Ask me a question. Ask me a question. Point out the errors in which you know that I'm doing. Point it out. When you point it out, we debate it. Then after debating it, if I am wrong, I will apologize. Okay, this area, okay, I accept my wrong. I'm sorry. Openly. This is what makes you an irresponsible man. Not you are somewhere hiding, accusing, dishing out all manner of. This thing is called from company. So that is it. So we must not abandon, you know, what is important to us because of infiltrators. And for those who is finding it difficult now, he won't use Ipob. I want to say this word to all the Ipob members. I want all of us to understand something here. He won't use Ipob of during the time. Hello, Mazi.
Mazi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Just hold on. Be on call. Be on the call there. I want to explain something before I allow you to talk. Please, just be on call. He won't use Ipob of the days of awareness, because what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did was awareness. He won't use the Ipob of the days of era of awareness to compare the Ipob of the time of presenting our freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not present our freedom anywhere in the world. It is this leadership who are now presenting and discussing our freedom. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did was worldwide awareness of Biafra restoration. Is that what everybody wants to hear? This is the reality I just tell you. So when the discussion now have started, enemies, even a heavyweight enemy will come out. Even as it stands now, more enemies will come out. I'm just giving you people now the clue, so that tomorrow you will not be finding it difficult and say, nah, this journey is very hard. No. You see, it will be getting more tougher now. More tougher. Because the discussion of Biafra now is on the table. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did during his own era was awareness, worldwide awareness. He did not present it anywhere. It was worldwide awareness. Now this one, Biafra have been presented to the governments of the world. To the government of the world through the leadership of Ipob. So we are going to face more challenge as a final stage in day one. Mazi, keep on. Can say what you want to say. Mazi.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mazi, good evening. I'm calling from United Kingdom. Thank you very much for this your program. Thank you for the good work you are doing.
this your program reconfirmed that you are indeed an intellectual man, and also a man with integrity. And that is what every IPOB member should be made of. Because we are men of integrity, men with honor. So we should not associate with criminal crime or anything. And that is why even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we are whiter than white.
Exactly.
And we are whiter than snow. If that is indeed our slogan, then we should, let it not just say by words, it should also reflect in what we do and how we do our things.
Exactly.
You understand? So you coming out and saying this thing shows that is who we are. And I believe, every IPOB member, understand the two people that are really IPOB member that are, that have the spirit of IPOB in them. You understand? We easily identify with what we are doing. All this thing about insulting this, insulting that, there's no basis in it. You understand? Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be proud of this kind of thing, because he even said that, IPOB has a mind of his own.
Exactly.
By saying that, he knew that one day IPOB will evolve beyond even him himself. And I still believe that every IPOB member that is what he sought, love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and respect him up to tomorrow. There's no love loss or respect that have been lost regarding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All the problem we have been having, you understand, does not stem directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Exactly.
You understand? So it's the people surrounding him. Even though now that he's in Sokoto, and we know that he's no more in DSS, at least we believe that he's in a better position to assess certain things. But it might not be completely free, but at least to a large extent, he is. And that is why addressing him, this message to him directly is appropriate, because some people might feel that why is he addressing him? I think it's appropriate to do so. You understand?
Yeah.
And you have said everything that needed to be said. Before you even did this program, you say you invited the people that are spearheading this thing, because we have to call them by their name. People like Elushuku and Mazu Soji and Metusela. Those are particularly three that fell my hand strongly. Other people like Paula Shibe, to me, that one, I don't even reckon him. I don't think no with a brain, I never rated him highly anyway. But if somebody can be deceived during the autopilot day and you couldn't decode it, that will tell you a lot about that person. So I don't think one should really reckon with him. And anyway, let me just not talk so much about that. You understand? But people you expect, especially Lushubu, that he call himself a teacher and a philosopher, the way he argues things does not make sense. And that brings to the fore that are these people really can one really say that they really don't know what they are doing? you understand? So I don't know, but those three people are, I probably personally, I think I overrated them. And sometimes when I look back, I say, I start to beat myself that why did they even overrated these people? But having said that, another thing I told myself is that this our struggle is stage by stage. Omerendo level. Let me speak in English. There are some people that this our struggle now have gotten to a stage that it's gone beyond them.
Exactly.
So people like Metusela, Osoji, even Elochuku, I think the struggle have now gone beyond their level.
Yeah.
You understand? So
no, Mazi, let me come in. Let me come in before you continue. Go and ask them when they were in Media Warrior Forum of IPOB. Ask them what I said. I said this struggle is level by level. That where we are heading now, we are heading now into level of world politics. I even said it. This thing happened. That meeting took place. That was 2023 November thereabout, or 2024. I couldn't remember. Either 2024 beginning. I told them in Media Warrior Forum. I said, please, every one of us here should understand where we are going to. That it will come to the stage, we will not be needing people of saga. I said it. I said we don't need that saga again. What we will need now is to engage in analyzing the world politics. I said if we are not perfect in this, let's learn from each other. That's what I said. I said let those one who cannot cope that time start learning from each other. No, even
what you said is true. This any freedom fighting struggle is stage by stage, stage by stage. It evolves, you understand? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, being an intellectual that he is, he knew from day one that this struggle is going to evolve. You understand? It's going to evolve. And he knew from day one that being the leader of a movement as big as IPOB and a movement that is a freedom fighting. Freedom fighting is not for the faint-hearted. You understand? Mm-hmm. He knew that he would be a target at one point, and he knew that he might get into this kind of trouble if he finds himself today. And that is why he made sure that he built structures within IPOB.
Yeah.
Structures that will start functioning perfectly when he's no more here. You understand? And you can see that immediately he was taken away. Because let's not make mistake. Mazi Nnamdi being kidnapped was something that had been planning for years. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because initially, when they started this IPOB, they thought it was something, something that would just fizzle out. But they found out that this thing is not going away. No, this thing is getting serious. Let's start fighting them. Because initially they ignored it. They laugh at us, say we are miscreants and all this.
Yeah, miscreants, yeah.
They now decide to fight it. So they started fighting it in several different ways. The first way is infiltrate IPOB, remove the leader, and see if that will work. And they've been consistently using different methods since they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, but yet it's still not working because IPOB has been built on a solid rock, which is based on institution, not on one person. And that is why we should appreciate that fact that IPOB is now an institution and it's no more built around one person. You understand? So the institution will continue to evolve, and when it's evolving, it has to what they call it, be aware of what is happening around her. You understand? What we are looking for, Biafra, is not in isolation from the world politics, the interest of the world. Every country has interest.
Exactly.
Biafra has interest, and Biafra restoration has a kind of effect on so many people's interests.
Exactly.
And that is where we need to be careful. We need to study everything happening. We need intelligence. We need to gather intelligence from everywhere and put those intelligence together and use it to formulate policies that will move IPOB to where it needs to go. You understand? IPOB we've gone beyond the social media things. Even Nigeria government knows that. And that is why Nigeria government is targeting the leadership, because they know that all this social media is not what is going to bring Biafra. And they know that the leadership is doing the needful and planning ahead of time, doing what they need to do. And that is why they are targeting. And some of our people don't even know that they are being used to bring down the leadership that is actually doing the right thing to get us where we need to be. Our focus now should be like nation building, just like what Somaliland did.
Yeah.
We should start thinking of building institutions on ground in Biafra land, influencing things in Biafra land, showing that we are ready to be a nation, so that people will start taking us seriously. Not all this saga in social media. We are not. We've gone past that stage. Look, why are you not attacking Ikenga? What is that one going to do with what we are doing now? How does that help us? Well, if I attack Ikenga tomorrow, how does that help me? How does that help Biafra restoration? I don't even know why people bring petty things. You don't obey this one. You don't obey this one. Those are not the key things we need to be doing. We need to be serious, so that the world powers will see us as a serious group, a legitimate group, a group that is serious, that they can share intelligence with, that they can talk to one-on-one, have a meeting with. Not all this kind of saga.
Mazi.
People should know this.
Mazi, listen is very. Listen, Mazi.
I know that leadership exactly know that will come past that stage. That is why leadership is not even listening to them. They keep on doing what they need to do.
Exactly.
Because we can't allow the leadership to come down and be engaging in fruitless activities. Because all those activities they are trying to distract us to go to, they are not going to lead to anything for IPOB. So we need to just not really ignore them, but at a certain level deal with it while we are doing the important things that will give us Biafra restoration. Not all this saga. We've gone past saga, and people should know that. You understand?
Yeah.
And I believe in my heart of heart that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's an intelligent man. He knows the right thing to do. He knows that without the leadership, even his safety is not guaranteed. You understand? If you put down IPOB, their leadership today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is nothing. Becomes nobody. Without IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is nothing. Without POS, there is no IPOB. Without IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is nothing. That is the truth. We have to tell ourselves the truth. And people like Metusela that are saying that hero worshipper. I think he's the one that is actually being the hero worshipper here. We that are telling the truth, saying the things the way they are, with integrity, with honor, we're not worshiping any hero. We're only saying things that are realistic and that is right, based on who we are. We are IPOB. We are going to say the truth. We are going to remain honorable men that we are. We are not going to support crime. We are not going to support, things that will bring bad name to IPOB. We have to maintain the purity of our ideology, of who we are. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say it. We are whiter than white. We are whiter than snow. We have to say the truth all the time. We have to be brave. We have to be all those kind of attributes. So we can't now get involved in crime because of some idiots. Let me leave you. I think I've made my point. Okay. One is to thank you for your braveness and for your integrity. To say what you have said. I don't see anything wrong with what you said. What you said is truth, and that's who we are. That is what we're
No. Hello. You are welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ndewo.
Ndewo.
Ndewo. I'm Bamala from Ireland. Just to add to what you have just said, first of all, I want to thank you for this wonderful analysis and giving these people opportunity to call in and prove you wrong if they couldn't do that.
sometimes our people forget things very quickly. And, these men in DOS, to be honest with you, I don't know the type of skin they have. If I were them, I would have given up a long time ago. Because, you see, what I'm saying is, this is, people will do everything. Fool around, goof around, run up and down, do whatever nonsense. When it backfires, they will tell you DOS. Now, there's somebody on your program here writing, saying blame games, by somebody that goes by the name Eze Chukudobel or something, So, but this is not blame game. You see, life is like a car. When you are driving a car, you always have this rear view mirror, which is smaller. But when you look into that rear view mirror, you see where you are coming from. And you look on the bigger windshield, you see where you are going. So that's how life is.
Exactly.
You cannot forget what happened, because if you don't remember what happened, you can never learn lesson. Why am I saying this? A typical example is somebody like this Osoji. When the DOS got the sergeant acquitted, they were mocking DOS, laughing at them when they said they want to go back to court. If DOS talk, they will call us Monday discharged and acquitted. That's what they were calling us.
Yeah.
And somebody asked us Osoji one day, say, what are you, why are you challenging this decision, mocking people who got discharged and acquitted? You know what he said to the person? He said, in a choice, okay, now, if Mazi had stayed there, the strategy was Mazi will stay there. We will keep hammering on Nigerian court or Nigerian government obey your court order. That was our mantra. So when we keep talking about that, at some point, international community will hear about it. And
exactly.
Ask, what is this problem?
Exactly.
They will tell them, this man have been discharged and acquitted. But it's also said otherwise. Now, now that he got life sentence, is it better he stayed there, discharged and acquitted? We stood on our ground, and now that if the international community come in now, they will see that he is being convicted and sentenced to life. Which one is better? And now, the same people are now telling you that DOS don't love Nnamdi Kanu. You see? These people are very ridiculous.
Damaged brain. Their brain is totally damaged.
So if Mazi now they have stayed discharged and acquitted, international committee will ask, what is the problem? We will tell them this man has and let me tell you, that was a very big
Do you know why Mazi, sorry to interrupt you. Do you know why one barrister Darlington, who always talk on the is it channel TV or this? Do you know why that man say something? Who knows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should tell him to calm down now? That man said that out of annoyance. He said you should advise him to calm down. Then that was exactly what IPOB sent to him. Mazi, calm down. Calm down. When that man said that word, I laughed. Because why I laughed, this is the message we have sent to him. Calm down. But truth is bitter, Sha. Truth is bitter. But that calm down was the main message. But look at it now. This, one thing with criminals, they want to, that busy doing nothing. That's their way. Criminals is always like that. Busy doing nothing. Now look at where, you see, for me, IPOB have fought for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, secure his freedom. So what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing in Sokoto, his brothers and the lawyers should explain to the world. This has been my question. This might be my answer to those who are calling me privately. What is the DOS doing? I say, go and tell those people who send you that DOS and IPOB have given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. He said, but he's still there. So that question should be going to the siblings and ask them what their brother is doing there. We don't know anything. There's any story about life imprisonment. The life imprisonment story came through the siblings and the lawyers. So they should be in the better position to explain to the world how come about the life imprisonment. Because life imprisonment was the association. The lawyers associated him with the criminal group. That is it. Go ahead, Mazi.
So, Mazi is okay. Thank you, Mazi. So now, if you watch what happened, Nigerian government was taking on our words. Even Buhari was taking on our words, because the thing was, immediately after that pronouncement, those judges in the appeal court, those 3 judges, I think some of them were retired and some of them were transferred in an anger. And then the handwriting was on the wall from that moment. That was why DOS said discharge and acquitted. But some people think they knew better. Today, where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And my question goes to Talente. Is it better that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stayed discharged and acquitted or life imprisonment? Because that was what he was mocking DOS saying. You know, and again, this their new agenda they are pushing, that DOS said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not true. Biafran child held a life earlier today, and Methuselah come up there. When he said whatever he said, he asked Mazi, Biafran child, he goes, did you know that some people in the DOS are working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Mm-hmm. So, and Biafran child asked him to mention them. He said KK, international coordinator, is working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
No, it's KK. No, Mazi, do you see how ignorant this guy is? Is KK a member of DOS?
No, wait, now, you see, that is one thing there. Everything. There was one other guy commenting on your program now. When you say something, he will say, why can't DOS do that? And I said, once you guys involve DOS in everything you people are doing now, even if what he's saying is true, and I was waiting for Methuselah to bring another name. He said some people. When you mean some people, it is plural. It's not one person. Some people are a few people, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it's more than one. He couldn't come up with any other name. So you see, all these things they are saying, they have no proof that somebody in DOS is sabotaging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But and he asked Biafran child another question. He asked Biafran child, if somebody called you a terrorist, would you go back and talk to that person again, or blah blah blah? He said that Ikenga called the IPOB a terrorist, and some people in DOS are still talking to Ikenga, which he cannot even still prove to. There's no proof of that.
Some people. Why can't we call one name?
There are some people.
See, this is how they go with their lives. Some. Who is that people?
Very wicked. Let me tell you. No. Methuselah, let me tell you why I say I keep hammering on Methuselah. You see, everything Methuselah is doing today, he know he's lying.
He know. He's doing it deliberately.
Yeah, let me make this clear. I'm not in the business of some people saying that he collected money. He didn't collect one dime.
He didn't collect one dime. He's doing it out of wickedness.
He's doing it out of wickedness, because I remember Methuselah saying that one thing that pushed him out to fight, to come out on that fight we fought Eberima, was because Eberima was saying some people, without calling them. Because when you are saying some people, you are throwing a blanket accusation. It could be Chike, that means some people is everybody.
It's everybody.
You understand? Technically, some people means everyone. And he couldn't come up with any name. So now he asked my Biafran child, so if he can get called IPOB a terrorist, will you go back and talk to that person? Biafran child said no. And I put it to Methuselah this evening. Hadi have called you terrorist. You are today you are in a group with Elochukwu Hadi today, man, because one thing that brings all of you together is attacking the DOS. If you are Ubiko, everybody knows if you are Ubiko. If you are Ubiko is the lady that was sending their killer squad under Gentleman Simon Eba and Botuzo. They were going to all these big markets in Igbo land, they collected all the numbers of all the market chairmen in Igbo land. Ben Market, all these big markets, Ariaba. Every Friday, every Monday, they will be calling them, threatening them that they will buy them if they don't enforce it at home. If you Obiko, she called IPOB terrorists under Simon Eba. Today, she's in the same forum with Batusa.
Yeah.
Today, she's having program with Methuselah. Methuselah is posting her program. She's posting Methuselah's program. So this guy called Methuselah because he's their gang leader. That's why I'm calling him. He knows everything he's doing is wrong, but he's just doing it out of wickedness. Believe you me, he knew that when you say some people, it means everyone, and you cannot bring the proof, which means you are creating more havoc. You know? So this is what is going on. They have been lying against the leadership, telling people that they hate Mazi. How? Somebody who got through this charge and acquitted, and they knew this was going to end like this. Mazi Sinasaworu came up, I think, 2024 and cried. But some people knew better. They look at it and see what the DOS is doing. And we thank those of them that have come out openly, people like Methuselah or Achabe. Ejiro is on live broadcast now with citing DOS. Ejiro, who is two-time autopilot, two-time IPOB member, same as Paul Achabe. She know what she did while she was sidelined in IPOB, and they're pushing the propaganda. Now, there's another one, Reverend Sister in Scotland. That one has been hiding, but she has come out now openly. So I urge all of them to come out. We know who is who. Stop hiding. Stop supporting evil and hiding. We all know all of you, but come out openly.
The one of that Reverend Sister is money. Mazi, the one of that Reverend Sister is money. It's money issue.
I don't even know if she's an IPOB member. Or
no, the one of that Reverend Sister is money. Is money issue. Money have exchanged hand. You see, remember what I said about most of clergies. When I say clergies, including priests and you know, I said something about them some few years ago. I said the worst people we can elect into public office is Christian clergies. I said they will slave the people. They will turn the people to sheep, because they will use that mentality of this what do you call it? This addiction which they have built within themselves of you know, people lying down, taking them as a mini god. What is happening in Benue? Somebody just called me last week. He's a lion man. I remember when he said this word. The man said, many things have making me to fear you. I said, no, okay, you don't need to fear me. I say something due to my experience. Let me tell you something. No clergyman, no pastor can make a good governor. Take it anywhere in the world. No pastor can make a good governor, a good public office holder. And the one now have the evidence of what I said many years ago have manifested in Benue State. They manifested in Benue State. Look at Osubanjo. Osubanjo is a pastor in Redeem. Did Osubanjo make a good vice president? No. He messed up in the public office, because I know the spirit that guide these people. If you put them in public office, man, people will suffer. Who denied genocide? Who denied genocide? Is it not Benue State's governor?
A Reverend Father.
A Reverend Father Adamata. He was the one who fooled himself before the entire world, denying evidence.
Mazi, and the Bishop Kuka, have you forgotten? Bishop
Kuka too denied it. You see, the man called me. He said, "Lion man, I begin to fear you." He said something many years ago. He said the worst people that can handle public office is clergymen and women. He said, don't dare give them that trust. They will mess everything up because that is not where they belong. That's not where they belong. Because they will carry that mentality of people calling them daddy, mommy. They will carry it enter there. And that place does not deserve that kind of mumu respect. I call it mumu respect. It doesn't deserve it. So they will want everybody who is coming to them to come in the name of mommy, daddy, and nobody will give them that. And that time they will let people go to hell. People will suffer hell. Everything, you see, Collins, you see this thing, this is life. Everything has boundary. Everything has boundary. What happened in Benue have taught Nigerians lesson. I don't think anybody from any pastor again or any priest can come out again, even as a what do you call it? Even as a senator or House of Rep. They can't pursue where they go pursue that person, Population will just pursue the person enter house. Come on, go inside. They can't make a good governance at all. They will be the worst ever governor they have. Now, as I say that word, maybe they want to try me. They tested it in Benue. Look at it. Very foolish man. The most stupid, wicked man among the governors in Nigeria is Benue State Governor. Go ahead.
That's correct. That's correct, Mazi. So what we are telling our people is don't be swayed by these people's allegations. Methuselah is the one who was telling you that Naga Piawa the Christian as 2 by 2. Naga Piawa has 2.
And today they are the best lovers of Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what they want people to say.
Yes, listen, today, Mazi, the irony is that today him and Gosif are now telling people that the reason why Rally Moore said that the discussion of breaking Nigeria because of Christian genocide did not come up strongly in his discussion is because IPOB leadership did not push it harder. But you are the one person who was saying that you want to break their back. 2 by 2. You know?
If you have allowed him to initiate that nonsense that time, if I did not tackle him, that was the quarrel of me and Methuselah. Methuselah said, I know. He said he accused me. He said I know the truth.
Even Mazi, but that was the genesis of his hatred towards Isaiah Yoba.
He said we are agitating for freedom and we are still a Christian. I should denounce Christianity. I say you decrease. I let him know. I say Martin Luther King is a pastor who liberated the black people in America. As he's a pastor.
Mazi, the thing is, today, he's telling you that IPOB leadership failed because they did not push Christian genocide further. But you were the one that they were warning you to stop attacking Christian. Had it been with IPOB, because the problem Methuselah have today with leadership is because they did not buy his idea against Christians.
Yeah.
So he will keep telling you
yes.
He will say that the freedom will not come as long as people have Christian mindset, that the freedom will not come.
Christian mindset, the freedom will not come.
Yeah. So if IPOB leadership had listened to you, start buying Christian, like you said, the burning churches in Biafra land. What an irony. You now turning back, blaming them that they did not push Christian. Methuselah, like I said, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's just a wicked fellow. Now, the one that they college, is on her platform right now. All she's saying is, why are they not attacking Ikenga? Why are they not attacking Ikenga? I ask, what is Ikenga have died a natural death? Leave Ikenga alone. Ikenga is gone. And look, let me tell you, when I look at some of them, I even prefer Ikenga's position because he's out and doing it openly. He's not hiding it. But some of them are very chameleons, like Elochukwu. But finally, Elochukwu has taken a stand. Before he was very slimy, writing indirectly, going here and there.
You want to stand here, stand here.
Now he's out. Yes, so now he's out. And I urge all of them to come out. So we will know. Stop hiding. I thank those of them that have taken position. We know what we are, what we are dealing with. Mazi, let me not bore you with words. Let me leave you here now. Thank you very much.
This program have come to an end. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I thank you for joining this very broadcast today. And in the days to come, we will continue to push and focus on what we are here for. What we are here for is our referendum to get our freedom. And I must tell you that our journey is very, very close. Our journey is very, very close. So more tougher things will be coming out in other way to distract us, to create confusion among us. So the only thing is for you to stand very strong with IPOB while you will be asking your coordinators a correct what do I call it, a correct information in other way to know how your activities will be engaged in IPOB. Do not engage blindly. Always ask your coordinator, because some coordinators are being furnished with a correct information in other way to give out to their units. That is how IPOB operates. Please, wherever you are in the world where you are, please know that we are in a stage of international politics. International politics. Do not, if you are living, let me repeat this again, please. If you are living in Italy, do not, brother, you are still calling. Let me see what. Mazi. Okay, just hold on. Let me say what I want to tell you. You talk, then I will close. We just hold on. So what I'm saying is, if you are in Italy, please let the flag you will be flagging be an Italy and Biafran flag. If you are in US, let the flag you will be flagging be US flag and Biafra flag. If you are in Greece, let that flag be Greece flag and Biafra flag. Do not go to country and flag another people's flag in the name of those people are supporting you. This is pure ignorance. You don't do that in international politics. If you are in Brazil, let your flag you flag in your protest be Brazil flag and Biafra flag. Do not flag Israeli flag here. Do not flag US flag here. Do not flag Mexico flag in other people's country. That means you are bridging international politics. This is what I want to tell every Biafran now. You have to learn how to engage internationally. Thank you. Mazi, you can go ahead. Let me round up.
Okay, Mazi. Yeah, I want to even for na news today. Gonna discover that fake Buhari na Gumi is on this face mask where na yana sankatana chokotane kwenaka. Fuze na Nigeria, or this kasi na Nigeria or so they have been living in France. The comments in the model there, I don't know what about now, maybe na internet about it. Or maybe na here was dead of Buhari Murokembu. Na and it discovered maybe that was the reason why I said the come on we a TT on or here was or maybe forward already the same film.
Onye habu Gumi. Onye the mask wearer of that Buhari is not Gumi. Don't let all these what do you call it? All these bloggers.
All the statement you make, all the statement you make, can do that post there. All the statement you make, could be make. So no matter what I ask, who is this man? Does it mean that this is the man that owns Nigeria? You know? So everybody was like, who is this man? By that statement you make.
Oh, let me tell you what happened in that Buhari issue. Mazi.
Yeah.
Do you know that that MC, that one MC that always mimic Buhari? Do you remember those days? One MC that always mimic Buhari when Buhari was still alive.
Yeah.
what happened is the person they brought the person from Niger, and the person, as Niger Republic soldiers took over, they seized the asset of that guy and they locked that guy. That guy is still inside underground jail in Niger, as I talk to you. The real person they used as Buhari. But that mimic, that guy who was mimicking Buhari, was the person they are using to make speech. Anytime Buhari want to address Nigeria, they will call that guy. The guy will make the speech. That is the guy who pregnanted Aisha Buhari. That Aisha Buhari had a child with now. Okay, you don't know that Aisha Buhari had give birth?
No, I don't know what
Aisha Buhari give birth to a male child to the guy. That is the guy who is enjoying Aisha Buhari. Do you understand me? That is the
guy growing up with you.
That's the guy who is marrying Aisha. So the other one in Niger, which they brought that time to just to be parading, was the one who wanted to have advance to Aisha Buhari, but Aisha did not give him the chance. So that is it. We know not everything with the talk aside. We know what did happen. So Gumi did not come anywhere near that issue of Buhari.
Okay.
That might disagree.
Okay. I pray that one secret will bust out one day. Nigeria didn't that happen. Because then the fellow brother never divide the country. You know, so they have So I think
no, Nigeria will be divided. Everybody will go on their own. The guy who represents Buhari from Niger Republic, they brought from there, is underground jail now since the military take over. There is one house that guy built. That guy, the house is like he built it like model of he built that house, his mansion. He built it like Asorok. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
That guy built it like Asorok. Niger Republic military government have seized that place. They are using it now as the administrative center. The house has been seized from the guy. You know that guy is Funani. That guy is Funani. But he doesn't speak Fundi. But because he was born in Niger, the guy was born. The father and the mother is the Funani, but it's not. So that's what's happened. So the guy is in detention. They hold him tight. Niger soldiers hold that guy tight. So forget about the guy. The guy is already in detention.
Okay. Then another one I wanted to add is this. Very, I would have said that this is another. Anyway, all your messages and all your program is always a restoration of hope and strengthening the confusion mind and setting the mind and setting the clock straight. So that is what your message is. But it's always unfortunate that our people understand this and the level of the intellectual we possess is affecting many things. You know, because after listening to this message and everything, somebody will still ask waiting the DOS. Because I have asked myself this thing. Why are these people, what is the proof of Simon ever started that time? What you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know, DOS is going to do this, is going to. Till today, we have not seen any one single something Simon present against DOS. In all that he was, so that was not enough for our people to read and to know something.
It is their strategy now. Their strategy is somebody. No evidence. No authentic information. Somebody. That is criminals now. You know, criminals, they must confuse you. If you Osonji own, sometimes he will tell you next week I'm going to expose. Unfortunately, when you on your camera to see that exposition, nothing, you become weak.
That's what I'm saying now.
You become weak.
All his program, when you say that I'm going to expose, my brother, you will pay attention to thinking that you will hear something sensitive. The end of the all that I want to expose, will finish. You will not get anything.
It's their way. It's their way.
You know?
It's their way.
So the one that really disappointed me that I never expected because of the other ones doesn't emanate respect or whatever from me. But the one that I really thought that is really okay doing work for himself is Methuselah. So other ones is not. Even also one the guy when you see a hungry person talking, you will know, and the hungry man cannot keep integrity. So I don't know why people can. Okay, how can somebody who can those people read that? Who can those people read? So a intelligent person, oh yeah, my you're the member, so that's when I might not leg for a cement. So on a wheel or leg that is now. So who can those animals read? They're just embarrassing themselves. Nobody can even waste their data or time.
Mazi, one thing is you know that the Biafrans are wise. That's one thing I like our people.
Yeah,
if it is no, God bless our people with wisdom. The problem our people we have is the economy of Nigeria. So many people will deliberately believe play that they are ignorant. They are not ignorant. They are looking for money. They are looking for money. Like if you see all these small children they recruit now to support them to fight Ipob. You feel that those children they are doing it because of they are paying them, and you won't blame them. The economy is very rough in Nigeria, so those children. So if you know they are just trying to do something just to not that they know that these people who recruit them are lying to them. They know, but they have to survive. Just take it like that. They have to survive. Yeah. They will.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see how much the rise and this thing will survive them. We are here. We are not going anywhere. let's keep watching their rise and their nonsense. We are not. Soldier go, soldier come. Get to your way about said they know to your hiding kidnap for money that happen for you. Go and never know the Hebrew. Yaputas the Rata Pro Hayam, all those. Let them continue. We are here.
They will.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well,